उत्तर प्रदेश, पंजाब समेत सभी 5 राज्यों में होने वाले विधानसभा चुनाव का ऐलान आज निर्वाचन आयोग ने कर दी। इसके साथ ही उत्तर प्रदेश, उत्तराखंड, पंजाब, गोवा और मणिपुर में आदर्श आचार संहिता लागू हो गई। 403 विधानसभा सीटों वाले उत्तर प्रदेश में 7 चरणों में मतदान होगा। इसके अलावा उत्तराखंड, गोवा और पंजाब में 14 फरवरी को ही एक राउंड में मतदान होना है, जबकि मणिपुर में 2 चरणों में 27 फरवरी और 3 मार्च को वोटिंग होगी। उत्तर प्रदेश में पहले राउंड की वोटिंग 10 फरवरी को होगी। दूसरे चरण का मतदान 14 फरवरी, 20 फरवरी को तीसरे और 23 तारीख को चौथे राउंड की वोटिंग होगी। 27 फरवरी को 5वें, 3 मार्च को छठे और 7 मार्च को 7वें राउंड की वोटिंग होगी, जबकि 10 मार्च को सभी 5 राज्यों के नतीजों का ऐलान किया जाएगा।
The schedule of elections, I think, which you are waiting, and that is something which is very important and a very most important thing. During this time, we have also seen and perused that how the elections were conducted in 2017, how they were conducted in 2012. In 2012, it was done, all the 5 states were done in 9 phases. In 2017, it was done in 8 phases. And now we are reducing it by 1 more phase, and all elections of 5 states will be conducted in 7 phases. I will give you the, I will read it and I will give. Total 7. All the 5 states combined together will be completed in 7 phases. I will give you a detailed chart, then you can understand more. Should I start? Because for this you are waiting. That will not be complete without starting this thing. And the first date of the issue of notification will be 14th January 2022, and which will start from Uttar Pradesh. This is the first phase of Uttar Pradesh. The issue of notification is 14th January. Last date of nominations 21st January. Scrutiny of nominations 24th January. Last date of withdrawal of candidature 27th January, and date of poll 10th February 2022. This is the first phase. Now let us come to the second phase, which is a very important phase. We will be covering 4 states. Uttar Pradesh second phase, Punjab in 1 phase, Uttarakhand in 1 phase, Goa in 1 phase. So Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Uttarakhand and Goa. In second phase, Punjab, Uttarakhand, Goa will be over. And here the issue of notification will be 21st January. Last date of nominations 28th January. Scrutiny of nominations 29th January. And last date of withdrawal of candidature 31st January. And date of poll 14th February, that is Monday. Third phase, only Uttar Pradesh. That is issue of notification 25th January. Last date of nominations 1st February. Scrutiny of nominations 2nd February. Last date of withdrawal of candidature 4th February. And date of poll 20th February, that is Sunday. Uttar Pradesh 4th phase, issue of notification 27th January, last date of nominations 3rd February, scrutiny of nominations 4th February, last date of withdrawal of candidature 7th February, and date of poll 23rd February. Uttar Pradesh 5th phase and first phase of Manipur. Manipur will be done in 2 phases. So on 5th phase, we will be having Uttar Pradesh 5th phase and Manipur 1st phase. Here the issue of notification is 1st February. Last date of notification, last nomination 8th February. Scrutiny of nominations 9th February. Last date of withdrawal of candidature 11th February. And date of poll will be 27th February 2022. Uttar Pradesh 6th phase and Manipur 2nd phase. Here the issue of notification will be 4th February 2022. Last date of nominations 11th February 2022. Scrutiny of nominations 14th February 2022. Last date of withdrawal of candidature 16th February and date of poll 3rd March, that is Thursday. That way Manipur also completed the 6th phase. Uttar Pradesh 7th phase. Issue of notifications 10th February. Last date of nominations 17th February. Scrutiny of nominations 18th February. Last date of withdrawal of candidature is 21st February and date of poll is 7th March. So on 7th March, all polling will be over and the date of counting is 10th March 2022, that is Thursday.
यूपी समेत सभी 5 राज्यों में वोटिंग का समय 1 घंटा बढ़ा दिया गया है। इसके अलावा सभी राज्यों में 15 जनवरी तक किसी भी तरह की रैली, रोड शो, बाइक रैली, नुक्कड़ सभाओं पर रोक लगा दी गई है। सिर्फ वर्चुअल कैंपेन की ही अनुमति होगी। 15 जनवरी के बाद हालात की समीक्षा की जाएगी। यदि कोरोना नियंत्रण में होता है तो फिर इसमें छूट दी जा सकती है। वहीं चुनाव की समाप्ति के बाद किसी भी तरह के विजय जुलूस पर रोक होगी।
Similarly, no physical rally of political parties or probable candidates or any other group related to election shall be allowed till 15th January. Commission shall subsequently review the situation considering the situation of the pandemic and issue further restrictions accordingly. So up to 15th of January, there is absolutely a moratorium of physical rally and physical road shows. Between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m., no rallies and public meetings. Similarly, like a campaign curfew that on any campaign day. That will continue. No nukkad sabhas will be allowed on public roads, roundabouts or public streets or corners. Fifth, no victory procession after the counting shall be allowed and not more than 2 persons shall be allowed to accompany the winning candidate or his or authorized representative to receive the certificate of election from returning officers. So we are reducing the physical contact, physical availability, and we are saying that more and more virtual and virtual rallies, virtual campaign should be done. However, physical rallies during the campaign period, if after considering the situation, which is very dynamic, and when permitted after the decision of the Commission, shall be conducted subject to adherence to COVID-19 guidelines. The maximum limit of persons allowed for indoor and outdoor rally meeting shall be as per existing directions of SDMAs. For these meetings, political parties shall distribute masks and sanitizer to persons attending and maintain COVID protocol at entry and exit point. Further rallies and meetings shall be allowed only in earmarked places and with prior permission of district administration. Door-to-door campaign, a maximum of 5 persons including candidates, excluding security personnel if any, shall be allowed to do door-to-door campaign. Each political party candidate shall have to furnish an undertaking in the application form under Suvidha that it shall abide by all the extant instructions, guidelines in this regard. So an undertaking will also be taken whenever any rally will be allowed. Later on, when we review the situation after 15th or something like that, only then again also these undertakings, COVID guidelines have to be strictly followed with each and every person who is involved in the campaign.
मुख्य निर्वाचन आयुक्त ने चुनाव के दौरान कोरोना नियमों की जानकारी देते हुए कहा कि हमें महामारी से निकलने का यकीन रखना होगा। उन्होंने नियमों के बारे में बताते हुए एक शेर से शुरुआत की। सुशील चंद्रा ने कहा, यकीन हो तो कोई रास्ता निकलता है, हवा की ओट लेकर भी चिराग जलता है। आयोग ने यह भी कहा कि इलेक्शन के दौरान अवैध पैसे और शराब पर कड़ी निगरानी रखी जाएगी। इसके अलावा कोरोना संकट को देखते हुए उम्मीदवारों को ऑनलाइन नामांकन की सुविधा दी जाएगी। मुख्य चुनाव आयुक्त ने एक नियम की घोषणा करते हुए कहा कि यदि कोई राजनीतिक दल आपराधिक छवि वाले कैंडिडेट को चुनता है तो उसके बारे में अखबारों में जानकारी देनी होगी। इसके अलावा यह भी बताना होगा कि उन्हें क्यों चुना गया है। उम्मीदवारों को भी अपने ऊपर दर्ज आपराधिक मुकदमे के बारे में जानकारी देनी होगी। मुख्य चुनाव आयुक्त ने कहा कि सभी कार्यक्रमों की वीडियोग्राफी कराई जाएगी। कोरोना काल में चुनाव कराना चुनौतीपूर्ण है। इसके लिए हमने सभी राज्यों के डीजीपी और प्रशासनिक अधिकारियों से मुलाकात कर चुनावी तैयारियों का जायजा लिया है। कोरोना काल में भी चुनाव कराना हमारा कर्तव्य है। मुख्य चुनाव आयुक्त सुशील चंद्रा ने कहा कि 1620 पोलिंग स्टेशनों पर महिला कर्मचारी होगी, सभी राज्यों के लिए मतदाता सूची 5 जनवरी को प्रकाशित हुई है। इसमें 24.9 लाख नए वोटर जोड़े गए हैं। पोलिंग स्टेशनों में 16% का इजाफा हुआ है। ब्यूरो रिपोर्ट, लाइव इंडिया न्यूज, दिल्ली।